I come from San Antonio, Texas. I was born and raised there. That's very much part of my mentality, is just like building things, making things, and that's something that I'm really good at. Yeah, I would definitely say that I'm a creative person, for sure. I came to Paris to get away from Texas and just to explore, to experience the unknown, you know? In terms of what I was looking for my career and, you know, my passion with art and fashion, architecture, I suppose I suffered because I was missing something so vital to my sanity, I suppose. Whether it be positive or negative, people generally think that I'm interesting. It seems to be. I like to be as vague as possible. Make people wonder, question, what else is there to Perry Straus? When I applied to colleges, I was 18 years old. I could go anywhere that I wanted as long as I got into the school. And I was going for the experience, you know. There's such a hustling, bustling industry in Paris that is the art world, that is the fashion world, that it really opened my eyes to the idea that this is something that I can actually, you know, create a career out of. I study art and design at Parsons. My intended major is fashion, focusing on menswear. I'm primarily using fashion as a launchpad to really break out into other things. I'd like to venture into, you know, things like architecture, really all things design. Architecture, fashion, product design. I want to be sort of like a design-based entrepreneur, as well as like sustainable, because that's something that I support, being like eco-friendly, etc. I had always loved clothes living in Texas. And where I live, you know, there's not even like a Lacoste store. You know, there'll probably never be a Givenchy or any of that. I mean, when I first came to Paris, I didn't even know what Givenchy was. When I go to these stores, it's not just to buy these things. I'm not just buying it to, you know, be materialistic or to, you know, like, oh, just to consume. Because obviously, you know, like I said, I'm eco-friendly. I'm not about consuming and whatnot. But I go in and I study and I want to, you know, take in as much as I can from these stores to develop a way to, you know, create a brand, a line essentially that caters to the person like me who is eco-friendly but as well enjoys the luxuries of life, you know, who likes shopping but doesn't necessarily like the carbon footprint that it leaves behind. That's the beautiful thing. It's like, I have a dream. I want to change the world. I want to bring this European sense of like fashion, aesthetics. You know, Paris, it's such a beautiful city. And there's beautiful American architecture, no doubt, but Europe is so much more design oriented. And I want to bring that to America, but new, you know, eco-friendly, environmentally friendly. I lived in North America, so the next, like, best place to live by means of, like, GDP, etc., just quality of life would be Europe. So I've come here, and I think now that I've experienced both, the next place I'll go will probably be a third world country and experience how it is living somewhere, you know, that's not as fortunate as Europe and America. Life is like a bus stop for me, you know? You get on the bus, you get off one, you get on the next. People might not like my designs, they might not like what I have to offer to the world as an artist, but I'm gonna stay true to that, and, you know, hopefully one day it will be appreciated, and if not, so what? I love what I do, and that's all that matters, and I'll follow it whether or not it takes me to the top of the world or to the bottom. You know, c'est la vie. It's life.